Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning into this edition of Your World on ALHlive.com. Today, I am so proud and honored and privileged to have my niece, Latasha May Haskins, here with us. This coming Monday, Latasha will be leaving to compete in the Miss Plus America pageant that will be held in Monroe, Louisiana. Tasha, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
You're very welcome. Let's just get right into it.
Okay.
Miss Plus America, okay? How did you get involved in the plus modeling and everything like that?
Yeah, well, in 2006, I actually started doing plus size modeling. An agent found me and recruited me, and thought that was very interesting that I could actually get paid for being more full figured. And in 2007, I was asked to judge a pageant competition for younger girls actually in Washington State. It was a Washington State pageant, and I thought, this is really neat. These girls actually have a passion for their community and volunteering, and they get to model and be with people. I thought, I want to see if there's anything like that for me.
Cool.
So I Googled and I put in plus size pageants, and Miss Plus America popped up. So that opportunity presented itself for me in 2008 to represent Washington, and
Wow.
It's kind of all she wrote.
Wow, that's awesome. Now, what I would like to know is your take on the theme of beauty, just in general, because for a long time the media has portrayed more slimmer sized women as beautiful. How do you feel now that other sized women and things like that are also being brought in and accepted in that definition?
Absolutely. Well, it's interesting you would say that for a long time, but actually women like Marilyn Monroe, who is
Right.
someone that a lot of the thinner stars now try to portray themselves to be.
Absolutely.
This woman was an average size 10, 12 during a good time. So actually beauty was the more curvaceous figures. That's what you saw in the different types of arts and different photographs and in the fashion media. But it's just probably in my generation have they started showing the more stick figures and implementing that as beauty. So I think actually we're just kind of getting back to our roots and saying, hey, this actually is okay, and beauty does come in all shapes and sizes.
Wow, that is awesome. That was an excellent, this is an excellent response, because I think that, especially in the mass media, whether, if it's a racial thing or a cultural thing, there always seems to be this exclusion. If you're not this way, then you're not accepted. If you are this way, then you are accepted. And it's good to see a young woman who is comfortable in her skin, both within and without. Can you expand on that?
Absolutely. I mean, it's interesting being in this industry because I definitely don't meet the stereotype. I mean, not only am I a minority and I'm plus size, but I'm a single mother, I'm a believer of the faith, so I definitely am walking into an industry that doesn't necessarily embrace those types of things.
Sure.
But everywhere I go, I decided, you know what, I'm going to impact them and show them it doesn't matter maybe what the media might say is not acceptable. You can still actually do what you want to do. So I've been able to use pageantry and other opportunities to actually be able to reach other people, reach other women that are not okay with their body size, other single moms,
That's awesome.
which is probably my biggest passion. So really it's opened doors for me to speak in different organizations, volunteer, and really it's been just a venue and an avenue that I've been able to do what I really want to do.
So based on something that you just said, I want to take a detour. So you're a Christian, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, 100%. Now, what specific challenges in the area of faith have you encountered in the industry?
That's actually an excellent question. Really, my philosophy as far as why I'm doing it is very spiritually based.
Okay.
I liken myself to the story of Esther and how her beauty and the process that she went to ultimately saved an entire race of people.
Awesome.
A lot of people have a hard time understanding the industry like beauty or fashion or pageantry. They don't understand. I think only pastors and politicians can actually affect the world.
Wow.
But really, pageant winners have a heart for people. They really want to be that whole person, where what they present, what they put forward, how they carry themselves, and also the passions they have in their heart.
Now, I would like to go even a little bit deeper.
Okay.
And I know that recently you've had a loss. The family's had a loss. And how is that loss? We're talking about the loss of your father, Aaron Haskins Sr. How has that loss motivated you to excel with your children, with your faith, and with your profession doing pageantry? How has that impacted you?
Well, my father was an amazing father. I was definitely a daddy's girl, and he was literally probably the only person really that really believed in me. I mean, I could say, Dad, I want to go on the moon and plant stars. He would say, you can do it. I believe in you, honey. I totally support you. When he passed away, a lot of the principles that he taught me, a lot of the things that he instilled in me began to illuminate. And where most people would probably go the other way, allow themselves maybe to gain their way, regress in their parenting or their schooling or whatever they had planned. I mean, I knew that my dad was up there saying, you know what, go for it, honey. I'm passing the baton to you. I need you to take it and run with it. And really, my father, it was spoken of him that he invested in people rather than possessions, that he really cared about people. And I have that same passion. And so it's really made me say, you know what, I'm going to catapult and I'm going to embrace what that means. I'm going to embrace who God's called me to be. I actually have kind of ran from what being a part of Aaron Haskins' family means and what that calling means. And I'm actually running to it now. I'm embracing it.
I just want to touch on one more thing on this topic here, and then we'll move on. What's interesting is that your father was the firstborn of our parents. You are the firstborn grandchild. Does that play in any part in terms of you feeling the leadership mantle any?
Absolutely. I mean, there is a unique calling and responsibility that is placed on the firstborn. Yeah. And you kind of pave the way and you trailblaze. Even though your siblings or others behind you may not follow you initially, sure, but eventually they still follow you. And it's interesting that he's still trailblazing. And as I've made decisions, both for physical and spiritually, my brothers have made, decisions and life-changing choices.
Following you.
Yes, absolutely. Awesome. So I think that that position of leadership is very, very influential within families. And like I said, I'm taking it and running with it. It's something I used to run from, but I'm excited about it. So I think it plays a huge role.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, Tosh, what does it mean for you right now at this moment? Monday, July 12th, you will be leaving, going to Monroe, Louisiana, to hit the national stage to chase your dream. What are you feeling like right now at this moment?
I'm very excited. I'm very anxious, and it's kind of like training or studying for a test that you've studied everything you can, and it's game time, it's test time, and now you want to put it to work and you want to see what happens and hopefully reap the fruit of that. My dad used to always say that preparation plus opportunity equals success.
Awesome.
Well, I've definitely prepared.
Right.
This is my opportunity. Now we just need the success part to fall into place. Okay? So that's where God steps in. We do our part, he does his, and hopefully it works out.
Right, right. And we will definitely look forward to hearing the news of your success. Yes. In any event, Latasha, we are so very proud of you. I know that your father is looking down on you and that he is extremely proud of you. Yes. He was a trailblazer, as you said earlier. He was always, he physically, yes, and with his accomplishments, he was larger than life individual, and he obviously did a fabulous job with you. So, this is for him, this is for you. Congratulations, and I want to thank each of you out there for watching this interview. This interview, as you're watching this, the competition is going on right now. So go to LatashaHaskins.org. Yes. Okay. You can follow Latasha. Actually, the information will all be at the bottom of your screen. You can also follow Latasha on Twitter at
TMAE81.
Yes. So that's TMAE81 on Twitter, and she'll be updating her Twitter account, letting everybody know what's going on. So again, go to LatashaHaskins.org. This is A. Lawrence Haskins for Latasha May Haskins. And we will talk to you soon.
Bye. Thank
you so much. You can also follow her on Twitter at
TMAE81.
Okay, so T.
That's cute though. It's
81.
That is awesome.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
I know. Where are the kids? You guys are being awful quiet. See, that's nerve-wracking, especially with boys. See, a girl, quiet, it's fine. She's playing Barbie, she's doing paper dolls, she's reading, playing house. Yeah. Boys, quiet, they're destroying something. Something bad's gonna happen.
Massively.
Another neighbor's gonna call me.
Oh, so we're recording?
Wow. This is gonna sound stupid, like.
That's awesome.
Go ahead.
What lake is this?
This is Puget Sound.
Oh.
This is a big body of water.
Thank you. It's my producer. It's my buddy. He says he's my buddy. Oh, thank you. She said she's my wife. Yeah. You guys are lovely.
Claim that they support you.
Claim. Adamantly.
Kev, no talking, buddy. Need you to use sign language. Okay, but can you say it, not talk?